Hello to everybody. Tonight we're gonna do a small session about a different article that I found for you, and it is really important to understand that all things that happen during the day of an athlete is not of no consequence. So this article is how we say to combine what we eat with what we feel, and this is really important. So what we put in our body on the morning of a competition does not just dictate your muscles glycogen level, it also directly controls your neurochemistry, focus, and anxiety level. This is a very powerful bidirectionally highway between your gut and your brain, called the gut-brain axis. Okay, we have some very hard words, but we continue with a very strong message. Gut-brain access. That's a nice title. If your pre-competition meal is wrong, it triggers psychological responses that mimic or worsen performance anxiety, leading to the brain fog, hesitation, and early mental fatigue. You see, some situation in a competition is not as easy as we think. Even what we have in our lunch, or the dinner before night, or the meal that we had before is not irrelevant. So let's follow up with this article to see what it says. So the gut-brain axis. How food changes your mindset. One, the sugar crash vs the calm focus blood glucose. The mistake eating high glycemic simple sugar like pastries, sugar, cereals, or energy drinks too close to the competition cause a massive spike in blood glucose, followed by drastic crash. Yeah. So when we get the sugar, we pick up in glucose and then we drop down hard. So that's why many people suggest fruits and pears and not so much oranges because they get some stomach problem to people. But it's really important to understand what you're eating. The psychological effect. When blood sugar crashes, the brain panics. It perceives an energy crisis and triggers a spike in cortisol, the stress hormone, and adrenaline. Oh, you don't want adrenaline when everything is going fast and you need to make decisions. Suddenly, you feel irritable, anxious, and deeply fatigued before you even step onto the line. How to fix this? Complex carbohydrates with a low glycemic index, like oats or whole grains, provide a steady, slow release of glucose, keeping your brain fueled and your emotional state stable. Okay, some very important information, but it's not just that. It's also, you have to understand that it is really important to combine all the stuff. You have to understand that eating and the meals and the breakfast before competition are really crucial. Neurotransmitters produce the fuel of decision making. Your brain requires specific amino acids for protein to build the neurotransmitters that control your sports performance. Okay, let's get into chemistry. Tyrosine, found in eggs, lean meat, and oats, is the building block of for dopamine and norepinephrine, which control alertness, explosive motivation, and partial focus. Okay, some words difficult, but in order to understand it, is like you need to build those dopamine and norepinephrine uh, facts in order to get them to give you them the message in the time you need them. Okay. Uh, Three, for fun helps produce serotonin, which regulates moods and keeps you from panicking under immense pressure. There is not a reason in order to keep those informations by names, but it is really important to understand that you need to understand that some of those things have to be done in order to get to the high results that you want. So eggs, lean meat, and oats really important for competition day. So the three steps pre-competition nutrition and mindset routine. To manage your time perfectly, your morning nutrition routine should be simple, predictable, and time precisely alongside your mental preparation. Yes, yes, and yes. This is how everybody should do it. You should have a routine, not only about the things you do in the morning and what you write, what you say, your mantras, and all that stuff. Also, food is really important. So, step one, the 3 hours fuel window, building the foundation. The meal, lean protein, let's say eggs or turkey, paired with complex carbohydrates, let's say oat milk or whole grain toast. Low fat, low fibers. You know, fibers are not always the best before competition. Many people are getting stomach problem with fibers. Like orange juices is not one of the best choice in the morning, though vitamin C is really important, but not the best solution. So step two, the 1 hour hydration lock, lowering cortisol. The action, let's say a sip of water or an electrolyte blend. Dehydration by even 1% or 2% of body weight significantly impairs cognitive performance, slow down reaction times and decision-making speeds. The mental focus, execute your morning visualization or breathing exercise here. Keep your mouth and throat hydrated actually supersedes the dry mouth sensation association with intense performance anxiety. Oh my God, those information are really cool. So not only in order to create what you want in your mindset and your psychological situation, but also in order to do it properly, you need to be hydrated, and that's really important because in that way you can do your thing easier and faster. On step three, the 15-minute nitro shot, tactical brain activation. The action. If you need a final energy boost, choose a fast digesting carbo fruit like a banana or a small familiar amount of caffeine only if you use it regularly in training. So, in the day of the competition, don't go try new stuff. Don't go get the crazy sport gel that your friend is taking. No, do what you know and what you have already tried, and this is really important. So, what is happening and when it's happening is really important. Let's do the psychological impact matrix of pre-competition food. So, complex carbs and lean protein, smooth, easy digestion with minimal blood redirection, gives you stable alert focus, high decision-making speed, and low baseline anxiety. High sugar, high refined carbs, rapid absorption, followed by sudden energy tank. The panic rebound, high cortisol, jitters, brain fog, and early morning quitting. So high fat, high fiber, greasy food can impact on our gut with slow, sluggishness, digestion, and sit heavily in the stomach. So it's not so easy. And this will also lead for our brain, distracted mindset, constant discomfort signals, hijack focus, and leading to hesitation. So the high performance rule, close our nice chat on this amazing night. Treat your pre-competition food exactly like a technical warm-up. Never try bringing food on tournament day, and remember, a stable gut creates a stable little mind under pressure. Okay, this is really important stuff, guys. You have to understand that all those things are not to be treated as funny stuff. As you prepare your mind and your soul for competition, you surely have to prepare also your body. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to visit our site, themedalsport.com. It is really important to find there a lot of ways to maximize your sport game through your psychology and stay reassured that we are trying the best for you every day. Thank you so much. Bye.